I have some prints for sale, so let me explain what they are. They are a solar plate print, to be specific, an Intaglio Solarplate print. Now this is the plate. It is a steel plate with a special coating on it that is used to actually print the print. Now this plate is exposed using the sun or a bright light. Then after exposure, you just dip it in warm water or room temperature water, wipe it off, and then set it in the sun to cure. Now this is the drawing that you can use, or that I used, to expose this plate. It is drawn on frosted mylar using a either dark pencil or a black colored pencil. I used black Prismacolor pencil. Anyway, you set this drawing on the plate unexposed and then expose it using light or the sun. Once exposed, you simply set it in warm water, wipe it off, and set it in the sun to cure for a few minutes. Anyway, and then you ink the plate. First you slather it with etching inks, and then wipe that ink off. Seems counterintuitive, but trust the process. You don't want any ink on the surface of the plate, you want it inside the grooves. And then once you wipe it off, you head on over to the etching press, put your paper down, put your plate there, and then roll it on through. Now if you don't want just a black and white print, you can drop this one or more times, but it's a little tricky to line up, so in my prints I only drop them twice. Once for the black color, and then the second time for a more of a solid color on top, just to give it a little pop. And then that is a solar plate print. You can buy these prints on Go Imagine, Michael's Maker Place, Etsy, eBay, and Mercari, and those links will be in the description. Not all prints come out the way you want them to. Sometimes you pull a print and it just looks like crap. Now this is a relatively good print. And then this is what I call a misprint. The blacks did not transfer very well in the top right hand corner, so this would definitely be a misprint. Now, things can go awry when you're exposing your plates as well. I also have a plate that did not expose correctly, so I had to start over with a new plate. Which kind of sucks because these plates aren't exactly free, you know. That was the bad plate, and then this here is the good plate. I don't exactly remember why I chose not to use the other plate, but I just remember it was a bad exposure. And when you're printing these, it's going to be a mirror image of your plate as I am demonstrating here. And this is what one of the final outcomes look like. This was dropped twice, once for the black, and the second time for the color. Now you don't have to choose one solid color for it, you can mix colors and blend them together. And here's another zebra of the series. And the reason why these plates are orange and black is because I've already printed with them. So the black ink is in the grooves and it's nearly impossible to get out. That bad plate you saw was not printed with, so you saw no ink inside the grooves. Anyway, these are all for sale. You can find them on all of my shops as I mentioned before, and those links are in the description. Thanks for watching.